Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, here to help you lead a spirit-led, whole and healed, peaceful and prosperous life, and to help you live life inspired. So this is going to be a brief Sunday morning broadcast. I actually have a good morning, Miss Rena. I actually have a teaching kind of thing that I like to do on the first Sundays of the month. So I'm going to attend. It's a webinar. So I wanted to just talk to you guys a little bit this morning because I didn't get to talk to you yesterday morning. So ushering in your promise, that I feel is going to be the theme for this month. Usher in your promise. And that promise is your purpose, right? That promise is what you agreed to do before you came here for this lifetime. That promise is your purpose and how you are going to touch humanity. That promise also brings you abundance, and it brings you peace, and it brings you happiness, and it brings you joy, and it brings you fulfillment. That promise brings you into being the most excellent version of yourself. And so it's super important that we usher in our promise. So how are we going to do that? I mean, some of us have already started, but how are we going to do that if we haven't started? And how are we going to continue it so that it manifests fully in 2019? The first thing that we need to do is be sure that we have good morning, good rising, peace be unto you, Dre, young king. The first thing that we have to do, if we're going to usher in our promise, is be sure that we have at least begun our awakening, right? It's time to get real with ourselves. Number one, get real with yourself. I should probably jot down these things because I'm going to put this on later on. Get real with yourself. Understand where you really are. Look at yourself in the mirror. Good morning, Miss Jeanette. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, am I really seeking the depth of information, the depth of wisdom that it's going to take, the depth of spiritual ascension and awakening that it's going to take to achieve this promise, to usher in this promise. Good morning, Miss Lady Rose. It's time to be real with yourself. Are you really living or seeking to live your most excellent life? Or are you creating a mess for yourself? Are you feeding your flesh or are you feeding your spirit? Are you feeding your mind or your soul or are you feeding your spirit? Get real with yourself. I'm not saying it's bad to have desires in this. We're human. But are you feeding into those desires to the point where they're interfering with your spiritual growth? Are you creating a dramatic, filled monkey mess? Basically, are you sitting there throwing poo at your promise? Good morning, Sherry. So that's number one, get real with yourself. I don't know how many points I'm going to have, so we're just going to roll them on out. Number two, get real with Creator, get real with God, get real with the universe. So I need to write these down here. Let me just write my little notes down because I have my notes from my teaching, my seminar I'm about to attend. So one is get real with yourself, right? Number 2 is get real with spirit. So I want y'all to get y'all little coffee cups now. Listen to me. Get real with spirit. It's time to actually dedicate time to meditation and prayer, to study. There's a verse in the Bible that says, I think it's in Timothy, if I'm not mistaken, 1 Timothy, I believe, show thyself approved, right? Study to show thyself approved. So take time to study. First of all, you have to meditate. Second of all, pray. Third of all, study. And I'm not talking just about, studying. Studying is not just watching a bunch of YouTube videos either. Although there's a wealth of information here, we have stopped studying the written word, and that's a very dangerous thing. I've actually started writing a book. I'm going to print the book. And it'll be on whatever, Kindle, blah, 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 blah. But I'm actually going to print the book. Why? It is important for us to read the written word, guys. We don't do enough of that anymore. This can fade away. YouTube can decide it doesn't want to allow any more of us to speak any of these things. But it'd be a lot easier to carry books around with you, even little pamphlets. They can't, they can. But there's something about reading it that commits it to memory. Much greater than hearing it. And if you could read it and hear it, so if you can see it and hear it, it really gets it into memory. That's why speaking out what you seek to manifest works so well. Writing it, putting the vision, write the vision, make it plain. My people perish for a lack of vision. Write the vision, make it plain. Speak the vision, you hear it. So now you've seen it, you've heard it, it goes into your brain and it locks it in. So get real with spirit is number 2. So you need to not only be studying things of the spirit that begin to interest you and healing and this and that go through, right? But you also have to be studying as you're meditating and praying and doing more listening than speaking. You then, right, should be studying to show thyself approved for executing your life purpose. And I keep saying your life purpose does not necessarily have to be what mine is. Matter of fact, it probably ain't. For some of you, it's a lot like it. For others of you, it's not. So your life purpose could be completely something totally different. Whatever you are passionate about, that's a glimpse into your life purpose, what it truly is on your path. That's a glimpse. For me, my life purpose is my passion. Good morning, Miss Townsend. Sweetheart, that's totally fine. Good morning, Miss Lee. Honey, I spent after class yesterday, I spent the rest of the day trying to get my furniture together. My son's going to come and finish that up. And then I spent the day with my granddaughter. Took her for her first mani-pedi because they're about to go on vacation. And a lady goes and gets herself properly pampered prior to going on her vacation. So we went on a vacation. We had a good time. So email me. That's fine, dear. It was wonderful. Okay. Number 1, when you're trying to usher, when you are ushering in, do not try. Trying is automatically failing. We do not try, we do. Yoda is somewhere I might look up. There is no try, right? So we do not try, we do. So as you're ushering in your promise, get real with yourself first. Get real with spirit second. Okay? Now, listen. 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 That's number 3. I want you to listen to what spirit says to you. So that means during your meditation time, less talky, more listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. I want you to listen and pay attention to different omens, signs that you get along throughout the day. And I want you to listen to your heart. So basically what's happening is you're listening to 2 parts, all parts spirit, but 2 part great spirit, because great spirit, the great I am, will not only put something, he's going to put something in your heart during your meditation time, and then hear it from the heart, and then you'll begin to see things, doors will begin to open. Doors will begin to open. You guys, here's my website. Hold on, guys. I want to put my website in here because I need you guys to know how to get in touch with me if you wish to work with me. Oh my goodness. Can someone please put my website in there? I can't seem to type. Doors begin to open. Omens begin to happen. People begin to come into your realm. And they begin to help you along the way and give you knowledge. Listen. Spirit, heart. And follow the guidance of your heart. That's my email. Yeah, Lady Rose, I like to have it posted during the chat. That's fine here. Thank you, Randy, for posting my email for people to get in touch with me. So spirit, heart. Okay? Listen. Get real with yourself. Get real with your spirit. Listen. What else? Oh, this is really important. This is really important, guys. 10% planning, 90% action. That's number 4. That is so critical. And I'll tell you why. We can plan ourselves to death until our promise dies, or we do. And once we die, the promise dies with us. Then we got to go through this all over again. Are y'all hearing me this morning? 10% planning, 90% action. Once the decision, if you will, is finally made, oh, this is what I hear. Listen. This is what I see. This is what's on my heart to move into. Once that determination is made, very little planning and a whole lot of action. By that, I mean this. As you've been studying, right, because you're getting real with spirit and doing some extra-traditional studying, you're listening. You're also doing some additional studying here. So let's say it was to open up a bakery. Let's say that was what really gets you going. And I think that's fabulous. Because Lord knows as I go around the country, I'm going to need some cakes made, y'all. So you are going to find out how much it costs to rent space and make sure, maybe you might be able to take over an existing bakery so you'll have their customer base, how to get more customer base, All these things, right? And it should not take you very long to get the basics. So once you get the first basics, 10%, 90% action, then what I want you to do is go out there and start looking for spaces. Then what I want you to do is go out there and find out how much it's going to cost for your supplies, your cake flour, your sugar, your fondant, all these things, right? How much is it going to cost? But literally go out and take the action to find it out. Literally go out and take the action to lease a space. Take action. If what you're doing is what you're passionate about is an online thing, for Pete's sake, get on out there and do it. When I look back at the first videos I did, I hate them. They're terrible. If y'all go scrolling on back to them hundreds of videos I got, to some of the very first ones where I wasn't using an HD camera, I was only using the camera that came with my laptop. And the laptop's 4 or 5 years old now. The darn laptop is old. It was good when I bought it. But I still got out there. And I was stumbling and bumbling. Let me tell you, I only had this tarot deck. I only had the Thelema deck. I had studied the cards. I had watched enough people read. I kind of knew, kind of didn't. I had to kind of like keep my book on the side. Child, look. But you know what? I just got on out there and did it. And kept doing it because you're going to get better at it. If you study long, study wrong. Thank you very much. And it's going to improve even more because I'm about to get me another camera and a nice boom mic. And my studio is going to be on and popping, right? We're going to have nice lighting. So it gets better. But you have to 90%. And I'm better at editing. And then I've got somebody here, Dre, the Dream does edit video. Any of you that are on YouTube, please contact him as well for video editing. So, I edit some of my stuff now, but so it's going to get better. My point is you have to act. You can't keep planning because there's such thing called analysis paralysis, guys. Usher in your promise. And what does an usher do? An usher guides. Right? Guides you to your seat. Guides you to your place. Guides. That's what ushering in. This is what I mean. Good afternoon, Antonella. Good afternoon. Things have changed on this channel, as you've seen. Less cards, more creator. More messages from the spirit as it's changed. I hope you can still join us for our spiritual enlightenment class. Good morning, Miss Davis. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Davis. Happy birthday to you. Yes, wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Dre, for putting that out there. Thank you. And I'll be sure to put that in my description. Okay? So anyway, my point is analysis paralysis. I'm going to be editing this. Analysis paralysis. We do so much analysis and not enough action. You're welcome, dear. Blessings. 90% planning, 10% planning, 90% action. Get moving. Get moving. Get moving. Because once you are giving off the emotion, right, of manifestation, your energy is set in motion. Energy does not stop. If you stop, the energy keeps going. If you stop moving, actually your vibrational level lowers and you can no longer energetically emote at the frequency that it will take to bring in your promise. Did you all catch that? When you stop moving towards your promise, when you stop bringing your promise in, ushering your promise in, your vibrational level lowers. Therefore, you are no longer sending out energy at the proper frequency to usher in your promise. Vibrational frequency lowers. And now your promise is on this frequency. You are down here because you stopped moving. Once you truly set yourself in motion, what is one of the law of physics? That once something is set in motion, I'm going to butcher this, but once something is set in motion, it remains in motion until there is a force that stops it. Until there is a force that stops it. So in other words, when you start driving your car and you hit that gas pedal, until there's something that stops it from moving, the car gonna keep on going, right? You roll a ball down the street, that ball gonna keep on going until something stops it. Thank you. An object in motion stays in motion until met by an equal and opposite force. So, therefore, 10% planning, 90% action. Are those equal and opposite? Heck no. Therefore, if you remain in that 90% action mode, you're always going to be moving forward and always going to be ushering in your promise. And eventually the promise gets ushered in. And it's here because you're not stopping it. You stop moving, it stops moving. You're no longer giving it the gas. You took your foot off the gas pedal. Don't do it. 10% planning, 90% action. And then the final number 5 for ushering in your promise. Never give up. Never give in to fear and doubt. As long as you have positive steps, it doesn't matter how big they are, as long as you're moving. Yes, you're progressing. Exactly. Number 5, never give up and never give in to fear or doubt. You see, I've said this before and I'll say it again. And I'll say it until y'all stop. I'll say it until y'all tell me, Miss Lisa, we got it. You don't need to say it anymore. Your mind is designed to protect you. This is why your mind was created, to protect you, to make decisions, to keep you safe. So in making those decisions to keep you safe, it analyzes the situation at hand. It analyzes what your spirit has said, this is what we should do. And it goes through and no. But the last time we did this, it didn't work out so well. Well, danger, danger, danger. And this, and that. Good morning, Miss Deanna. Can all happen and causing you to fail and get hurt or whatever. Have hurt feelings, hurt emotions. I love you, Deanna. I was just thinking about you this morning. I want to set some time aside to speak with you. And nothing bad. I just want to touch base. But our mind is created to do these things, right? And I've said before, Mel Robbins said this. I came up with this principle, which I believe to be true. It's the 5-second rule. Once an idea, a thought, a concept drops into your spirit that your brain has recognized, she's thinking about something again. You have 5 seconds, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5 seconds before your mind comes up with a reason why you shouldn't do it. And convinces you to not do it. You have 5 seconds. 5 seconds to act or to make the decision to override the jury here, right? Override Congress, brain and body, because the body just gonna go along with whatever the majority rule is, the body goes along with it. You have 5 seconds, folks. 5. Boom. You better move it. You better get it to moving. Otherwise, your brain will shut the whole thing down and be like, no, this is why we can't. And then you have fear and you have doubt. False evidence appearing real. Fear. False evidence appearing real. But your brain thinks that's what it is, right? And so your brain's going to be like, no, it's not going to be good. You cannot give in to that. You cannot give in to fear. You cannot give in to doubt if you wish to usher in your promise and your purpose. You cannot give up, no matter what obstacle is in your way. No matter if your family is telling you you're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. No matter if your man or your woman is like, what's going on with you? You look crazy, baby. I don't know what's happening with all this stuff. Keep it moving. No matter if your friends all turn around and say, you was nuts. I can't believe you about to open that bakery. Do you know how many bakeries are in this town? But if that's what Spirit has put on you and that's your purpose, then go bake. Keep it baking. Well, it shouldn't make you crazy, Miss Davis, that your spirit knew what you was going to do. Hesitation is there to protect us, but can also hinder us. Exactly. So the slight hesitation could be there enough so you can find out just a little bit more information. But if we continue to give in a hesitation, if we could take that hesitation and say, okay, what am I afraid of? So before I got on YouTube, I was like, well, what am I afraid of? Well, I'm afraid that my mama, Denise, ain't gonna like it. And I'm afraid that my family's gonna just like kick me to the curb. And I'm afraid of what people's just going to say. So I was afraid of that, right? So instead of allowing it to continue to stop me, what I did was I started the channel Inspired Heart Intuitive, that now has become Heart of Inspiration. And I just made sure that, it was separate from everything else. Like I didn't put it on my Facebook. I didn't put it anywhere. It was nowhere but on YouTube. But that allowed me to be in action and allowed me to flourish. And then when I was finally ready to say, it don't matter what anybody thinks. So, okay, I wasn't really all the way ready to say that because I started Heart of Inspiration, another completely separate channel that was only about teaching and this and that. And I wasn't going to pull any cards and all that. Right? because I'm still trying to make other people happy. That's the bonus one. Stop trying to make other people happy. Bonus message, as they saying now. Dre, you're going to have to help me do that one. Message. Throw the message clip in there. Message. Stop trying to make other people happy. You're using it, and Gabriel from Gabriel Inspires is using it. Like, I noticed like a lot of people are using that. At the expense of your purpose. I hope y'all, that's my little message. Stop trying to make other people happy at the expense of your purpose. Now I'm going to let that one marinate for a second too. So I had that other channel, which I need to shut down. I had that other channel specifically so that my family and my friends, thank you for everyone that's in here right now. I really appreciate you being here and supporting and watching this live. I really appreciate it. I did it so that everybody else I could put that out there and nobody would know that I was touching a card in Christendom, in all the lands of Christendom. And then I finally had to get to the point. Do you know how much more work it was to do 2 channels, y'all? Do you have any clue? I got to come up with content for this one. I got to come up with content for this one. Am I going to cross? I was doing lives over here to say, come over here and watch me over here. I'm doing this over here to say, come watch me over here. It was too much. Too much. And it was draining. And it wasn't authentic. And it wasn't my purpose. So that gets shut down. You should put your spirit first. You should think about yourself first. That's not the problem. Antonella, you're in a season where you're healing. You're in a season where you're growing. We have to grow, and we always have to make sure that we maintain ourselves, because otherwise we have nothing to give to others. If I don't spend time in meditation in the mornings and sometimes in the evenings, to myself, I have nothing to give you. I'm about to get off of here because there's a class that's being taught, a live stream that's being done. It's a private live stream. I get fed from that. I need that in order to give to you. Thank you, Deanna. So, but my point here is this. I had to stop trying to make everybody else happy at the expense of my life purpose. So then what did I do? And I'm even on this channel, not making everybody happy at the expense of my life purpose. I tell you what, if I was still doing monthly tarot readings and maybe bi-monthly too, like a mid-month or something, with the daily tarot, if this was only tarot, I guarantee you, good morning, Heather, I guarantee you that I'd be at probably 3,000 to 5,000 subscribers by now, because I'd be giving the people what they want. Now, I'm not saying anything against tarot. I'm just saying that for me, that's not my life purpose. Just because I can do something doesn't mean I should do something. Just because you can do something does not mean you should do it. Does not mean it's part of your purpose. It's another tool in your toolbox to use when you're necessary. So I could no longer do that. I had to transform the channel, my Scorpio friends. Miss Shonda, shout out to Shonda Rise. My Scorpio friends will love that. I had to be authentic. So if I lose a bunch of people, fine. But I guarantee you the people that will be here are meant to be here, and it will be people that are here that have been directed to be here. And I don't care who, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter because I'm still going to be here doing what I do no matter what. I'm going to be here doing what I do no matter what. I am no longer afraid. Lots of empathy, yes. I am no longer afraid of making other people unhappy. And if you want to understand what my life path is, if you want to understand what my belief system is, what my faith is, if you want to understand who I am as a spiritual being, you'll ask me. If you want to make judgments on who I am as a spiritual being and what I have on this channel, you'll judge me. But guess what? I'm still going to be here no matter what. Now what? Okay, you do you. So when you get to that point finally, let me tell you something. When you get to that point finally where you like, okay, baby, okay, boo-boo, you do you. I'm going to do me, you do you. I love you no matter what. I love you no matter what. Because your validation of me or your validation of me no longer plays any role in my self-validation. What you think of me no longer plays a role in my self-validation. I will, though, always seek to present my most excellent self. I will hear counsel from people that say, Lisa, that's really not a good look, or that's not really really advancing your life purpose and your message, the message God's giving you to give. That's different from what you think about me. So if you're judging me because I pick up a tarot card, okay, baby, keep on judging. And it's the Four of Swords. I'm at total peace. Good morning, Triple G. Wow. You're welcome, Lady Rose. I love you too, Lady Rose. You're just a beautiful, beautiful soul. I love all of you guys. Wow, Miss Davis. Honey, I had to have me a couple of drinks last night. Ew. I was tired. Anyway, this is the Four of Swords. I'm at total peace. Okay? So if you're going to judge me and not even get to know me, then how you think of me is not going to change this at all. Right? It's not. That's different from receiving counsel because I receive counsel and guidance. Very different. So stop trying to make other people happy at the expense of your purpose. Okay, guys, I gotta go because now it's time for me to get fed. Okay, so on the website we still have the class. You can still join in for $125 and get the have the whole entire class with the downloadable content as well as the discussion times on Saturdays. I love you guys too. We will have another aura class up as of tomorrow, and I'm going to do a premiere for that aura class, for the promo for the aura class tonight. What else am I going to do tonight? And so we might go live for a little bit. You leaving me already, Deanna? You don't want to hear nothing I got to say, huh? I love you. Yeah, watch the replay. I'm probably going to edit this. I'm probably going to edit this. Thank you, Heather. So we'll try to go live tonight for a little bit. Okay. And I said bye. I'm not done talking. You know how I am. I say bye, and it take me 20 minutes to say bye. And then Dre, I'm gonna need to tap in with you at some point today. Yeah, so we'll do live. We're gonna do a couple of lives this week, y'all. But this is gonna be the theme for the rest of the month. Please hold. The theme for the rest of the month here in December, that's what I've gotten, is usher in your promise, which really means usher in your purpose. That's the theme for this month. Because I'm going to need all y'all to come into 2019, y'all. I'm going to need all y'all to come into 2019 having at least a general idea of what your purpose is. So we can work on that and get you in your space, in your place during 2019. So I need you all to work with me and get your purpose illuminated and get into the awakening. That is. She gave that to me. I'm starting to do my teaching, my study in Nehemiah Triple G. Okay, now I'm really gone. Oh, that's right. I thought he was at a tournament today. Triple G, that blessed me, baby. That was meant for you to. That was a God word right there. Okay, I really got to go because I got 8 minutes and then my class starts. I'm going to get fed. Okay, peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Please reach out to me if you wish to work with me. We're going to start putting up some coaches. Yeah, for reals now. Some coaching sessions. All right. Y'all been to Black Church. Y'all that been to Black Church know that the pastor closes about 4 or 5 times before we really close. And then we got a praise dance that goes on. Some praise break that happened before the close. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. Y'all know it. Deanna, I know you know what I'm talking about. The organ's going in the background. I'm finna close. All right, guys. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys. Hopefully, I'll see you all in a little while. See? Woohoo! Yes. Yes. That's what I'm talking about, Dre. Yes. Blessing. Blessing, 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 blessing. Okay, guys. I love you. Namaste. See you later. Bye-bye. You're welcome, King.